This is Michiana's breaking news and weather station. MNC. On News Talk 95.3, 101.9 FM, and 1340 AM, your MNC Nation station.
Good morning. I'm John Zimney at the MNC News Center. Welcome to Wednesday. It's the 9th day of October, 2024. And the news continues now with our top local stories. Hurricane Helene has caused the cancellation of more than 100 blood drives, and the American Red Cross says supplies need to be replenished fast.
Donors in Michiana are encouraged to make an appointment to give and help keep the blood supply stable in the weeks to come. As a thank you, all who give blood between now and October 31st will receive a $10 Amazon gift card by email, plus be automatically entered for a chance to win one of 3 $5,000 gift cards. For full details, visit redcrossblood.org/treat. Victor Garcia, MNC News.
Well, how about donating plasma? It isn't the same thing.
First, you have to know what plasma is.
It makes up 55% of our blood, and most of it is water.
Anita Brickman's the president and CEO of the Plasma Protein Therapeutics Association. She says plasma protects us from infectious diseases.
Before a plasma donation, it's always good to drink plenty of water and eat some protein. Good advice before any type of a donation like this.
There are almost 40 plasma donation centers in Indiana. On Wednesday, you'll hear about how you can financially benefit from donating plasma and some of the challenges in getting plasma donations. John Herrick, Network Indiana.
Well, you'd better double check your flight if you have travel plans to Florida. Some Allegiant flights from South Bend International Airport have been canceled because of the hurricane. The list includes flights to Sanford and St. Petersburg today and a flight to Punta Gorda tomorrow. If you want to check out your flight, check out flysbn.com. A former employee and basketball coach in Hancock County, Indiana, has been arrested.
Randy Scott Sullivan was arrested for sending inappropriate photos and videos through text to a teenage basketball player. Police found that Sullivan had been grooming the student and sent the alleged inappropriate text from his home. He faces charges of child solicitation, sexual battery, and dissemination of harmful material to minors. Taylor Community Schools has fired Sullivan and is reviewing staff policies while educating students on signs of grooming. Morgan Hopkins, MNC News.
Checking out the health news file this morning. Baby boomers are getting older, and an adequate diet vital to this demographic and maintaining a healthy lifestyle.
Data in a 2022 report from the advocacy group Feeding America says nearly 125,000 Hoosiers age 60 plus are food insecure. This means they are unable to have consistent access to adequate amounts of nutritious food. Community Harvest Food Bank President Carmen Cumberland says the demand is growing as seniors on limited incomes are forced to make some tough decisions about their budgets.
And I think one of the biggest reasons we are seeing an increase is fresh fruits and vegetables are kind of out of reach for a lot of seniors because they just can't afford it at the grocery store.
Feed the Hungry also points to poverty and unemployment as other reasons for food insecurity. Heather Starr, MNC News.
A Russian court has sentenced a Michigan man to prison for reportedly participating as a mercenary in Ukraine.
For the first time, Russia has jailed an American for fighting as a mercenary in Ukraine. Stephen Hubbard is from Michigan and reportedly signed a contract with the Ukrainian military before being captured by Russian forces. The 72-year-old was sentenced to 6 years and 10 months in a general security prison. U.S. State Department spokesman Matt Miller says that Russia has refused to grant consular access. It was this summer that Washington and Moscow completed their biggest prisoner swap in post-Soviet history. The deal involved 24 people, including the release of journalist Evan Gershkovich and former Marine Paul Whelan. In London, Alex Hogan, Fox News.
Up next, Michiana's morning news, traffic, weather, and low gas prices. A doctor from northwestern Indiana has been sentenced to more than 12 months in prison for healthcare fraud.
Court documents claim that 60-year-old Johann Farley of Crown Point was a physician who ran an addiction treatment practice in Merrillville, Indiana. Several of his patients struggled with opioid addictions and relied on him for treatment. Farley would bring patients to his office frequently, sometimes on a daily basis, and submit claims to Medicaid and Medicare and lying about how extensive the visits to his practice actually were. As a result, he was paid more than $557,000 for work he never did.
Indiana Task Force 1 and AES utility workers are headed back to Florida to be involved with the cleanup and recovery effort after Hurricane Milton.
AES Indiana says 5 3-person crews and 4 support personnel are going to Florida. They left for Tennessee Monday afternoon, and they'll travel to Georgia until they're called to Florida. That organization says they got mutual assistance support last week when they dealt with devastation from Helene, and now it's time to assist others with Milton. Task Force 1 was called to Florida late last month before being sent to North Carolina, and they plan on being in Florida again when they are needed. John Herrick, Network Indiana.
The city of South Bend is hosting a public meeting from 6 until 8 tonight at the Technology Resource Center. They want feedback on their application for a U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development grant to redevelop the Rabbi Schuleman building and the nearby vacant land as part of the Western Avenue Transportation District project. If you can't make it to the meeting, you can also share your thoughts online. We posted a link to do that with this story at 953mnc.com. New this morning on MNC, a new program helping the Grand Rapids area students become community teachers by covering the cost of college tuition. Evelyn Duncan's a high school senior enrolled in the program. She says teachers are needed more than ever.
No kid is the same. Everyone is going through different steps at the same time. So it's a lot of trying to figure it out and make sure everyone can get to the same page.
15 high school seniors were elected by their teachers for the pilot program. They can attend Michigan State University or enroll in Grand Rapids Community College and then transfer to MSU. The South Bend Community School Corporation changing its code of conduct to support students' learning and growth better. The school board approved the updates unanimously on Monday night. The changes focus on behavior, highlighting the importance of intervention and support for students. They'll also standardize resources for addressing behavior and ensure that the rules are enforced consistently. Benton Harbor area schools are considering security system upgrades across the district. A $500,000 grant from the U.S. Department of Justice office will help with that upgrade. WSJM reports that the upgrades will help ensure that students, staff, and the community are safe in light of recent events. The school board is expected to vote on the issue at their meeting last night. And a comet discovered last year is getting brighter as it makes its closest pass to Earth later on this week.
And this could be humanity's last chance to see the comet before it disappears into the cosmic depths. The celestial visitor is Comet Sutinshan Atlas. Astronomers are expecting the comet to be especially vivid, possibly rivaling the brightness of Jupiter in the night sky. The comet is expected to be at its brightest on Wednesday and potentially visible through the end of the month. The comet can be seen from the western horizon and be visible in the southwestern sky at nightfall. Victor Garcia, MNC News.
Plenty of sun to go around today with highs near 70. Mostly clear skies stick around tonight, lows low 40s. The quiet sunny weather continues through the end of the week with temperatures rising. We'll be around 70 Thursday, then upper 70s Friday. We'll hold on to the low 70s Saturday, though skies will become partly cloudy and a stray shower possible. A front brings in slightly better chances for a few showers off and on Sunday, cooling us to the low 60s. I'm WSBT 22 meteorologist Jessica Burns.
Cast your vote with confidence this fall. Check out the candidates and their platforms before you head to the polls at the all-new HoosierVote.com. Sponsored by Shield Exteriors and by Burton's Laundry.
Podcasts by Federated Media.